Welcome, wonderful friends. Joy, love, grace here. Inspiration and guidance to empower your life. 2 weeks ago we were speaking about relationships, and today I actually want to go on this subject and share a little bit of my own experience with relationships. We're all longing for deep, loving relationships, whether it's with your spouse or your cats or your dogs or with plants. We all have relationships every day. And for me, I wanted to share with you a turning point in how I was interacting with other people and experiencing relationships in my life. So before, this is some years ago, when I first got to meet my life partner, Kimho, I was still very, very fearful and very much in a place of trying to change him in order for me to be happy. And this was a very, very deep pattern in me. So whenever I got irritated or I didn't feel good, I would blame it on him. And I would find things for him to change. And of course it never worked. And I got very frustrated and not happy. So then when I started to find another way, I started to recognize that I was the one that could change, and that whatever anyone triggers in me gives me a chance to grow and heal my inner wounds of fear, of judging, of just thinking that my happiness was outside of myself. And this started to shift my whole life. I started to practice it whenever it comes up, and it still does sometimes, of course. Whenever it comes up that I want to make somebody different or judge anyone, I catch it. I know what it is. I'm recognizing that thought. I also feel it in my body. Feel where I feel it, where the tension is. And this tells me that I can choose to look at myself. To take a moment, a still moment, and look at myself. So yes, I think many of us can relate to this, and I just thought it was so valuable to share it with you. And out of this, I actually recognized some steps. And the first one is the commitment to yourself, to really look at you and to start loving yourself from an authentic place, to nourish yourself and really spend time loving who you are. Because this is the base of all relationships, is you. And if you love you, then you can radiate this out into the world and into all your relationships. The second step for me has been the courage, because it takes tremendous courage to look at yourself in this way. It's much easier to go out and blame others for what they make you feel, or what you think they make you feel. And to take the courage and look at yourself, it's both takes courage, and it's very, very empowering too, to realize that you can shape and choose how you want to feel. The third step is to acknowledge. And if you look at the word acknowledge, you find different words in it. And I love this so much. It's like, know the gem. And for me, it's always a reminder to look for the good in others. To trust that whatever they did to you, or whatever they made you feel like, to trust that they come from a place of, they meant well. They come from a place of good. And then to praise that in your partner. So look for the good, because it's always easy to look for what's not good. But to look for the good, if you start focusing on that, you'll find a million things that are great about your partner. And it just shifts the whole energy, your own energy, and for the people around you, and for all your relationships. I also find this very helpful with my children. Instead of always picking on them, to really look for, wow, thank you so much, I really appreciate you did that. I love you so much for who you are. Praise it, what you see. And then the last point for me that's been very challenging, I think many of us relate to it, that we always want to be right. And to let go of the want to be right and be open to have that choice to choose for love instead of fear in all the actions you come from. And actually the other day I had a little bit of a thing going on inside myself, and I felt like wanting to be right. And then I said, wait a minute, I want to sit down now. I just want to sit with this for a moment. And that was an incredible moment, because sometimes it can be so hard to let go of the wanting to be right, because it feels so familiar to us. It feels so like, yes, but I just want to get my point through to you. And I sat there and I could really feel that I had the choice to come from love, or to push my wants, my little wants through and be right. And I thought, when I choose now to come from love, I actually serve the whole planet. Because there's so much fear, there's so much judgment, there's so much anger going on our planet. And if we can choose to come from love rather than come from fear, even if this is in a small moment within your family or within yourself, then you make a change. You send out different vibrations of love, and they're so much more powerful. So this was really just a beautiful moment for me to sit with that and to realize I really have a choice each moment. So thank you so very much for taking the time to watch. I really hope you found some valuable information in this video. And if so, and you would love to become part of our tribe, please subscribe to our email list, and we just love to welcome you in our tribe. And also feel free to share it with your friends or family or anybody that you might think will benefit. So, wishing you a fantastic day, full of love and full of just sparkles of magnificence. Sending you lots of love. Bye bye.